All right, well, thank you for the amazing introduction. Thank you. I thought there was a mic. Did you see me talking to this? There's no mic. That's awesome. How embarrassing. Awesome. Way to start this. Anyways, I feel like I'm living a meme right now. You know the one. What would you tell your 20-something-year-old self? Well, first, 40 isn't as old as you think, and it comes really fast. So enjoy who you are now and don't try to rush time. Second, the universe wants you to win. You have to fully believe that. Everything happens for you, whether you believe it or not. And third, what I'm gonna dive more into today, limiting belief. Limiting belief is a state of mind or belief about yourself that restricts you in some way. These beliefs are often false accusations you make about yourself that can cause a number of negative results. I'm gonna share a few stories on how if I allowed my limiting belief to cripple me, I literally would not be here today. I'm not gonna tell you what it is through the stories. I'm gonna share with you. I wanna see if you can figure out what it is. I'll go back 16 years ago. I had my first child, Aiden. Aiden was easy. He fit in, he was advanced in everything. Because motherhood was so easy, I decided to have another child. At 26 years old, I had my second son, Ethan. Ethan was definitely more challenging and not reaching his milestones. I started to Google the signs and the word autism came up. I made an appointment with a pediatrician to seek professional opinion. His pediatrician advised not to compare the two because all kids are different, which is great advice, but my gut knew it was something more than just comparing siblings. I knew she was a professional and smarter than me, but my gut said to get a referral to see a specialist. After a 6 month wait to see a specialist, she had Ethan do a few tests and said, no, he doesn't have autism. I cried for two reasons. Because the doctor said my son didn't have autism. Then I cried because I knew my son did have autism. But how do you question a professional, someone who went to college, who has their PhD? Probably at the time, I was in the service industry and I didn't finish college. Who am I to question the professional? A few weeks later, almost a year now after Ethan's first doctor's appointment, I decided to do the whole process all over again. Because even though they might be smarter than me, my gut is saying something else. And my love for Ethan wants to help him seek resources and support to guide him. Ethan finally ended up getting diagnosed with autism. Now we could finally start the early intervention process. Soon after Ethan was diagnosed, I realized there was a lack of opportunities for Ethan to have the same childhood as his older brother, Aiden. There weren't many places that catered to kids with autism. I started to create programs for kids with disabilities, which morphed into a nonprofit. Just 2 years ago, I was still full-time in the bar business while running Aid Another. As much as I love starting these amazing programs that now help all abilities, all ages, helping over 700 families so far in Hampton Roads, I dread meetings. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh my God, what if they ask me where did I graduate college? What if they find out I'm still a bartender? What if they say something that I don't know, which legit always happens? And the one that plays the most often in my mind, how the heck are you running a nonprofit? But if I don't take these meetings, I don't get the funds to fund programs that help our community. And that helps my family personally. I love seeing Ethan happy, confident, and thriving. So the love that I have overrides the ego and embarrassment that lives in fear. Are you starting to figure out what my limiting belief is? And finally, my last story that I'd like to share. When I got asked to speak as the keynote speaker for the Phi Eta Sigma annual new membership induction ceremony, no, you want me to speak in front of college students who have to have at least a 3.5 or higher GPA, and you want me to speak in front of them. I didn't finish college. What would I teach or talk about with a group of people that are academically smarter than me? Well, I'm here to show you if I can overcome my fears and the limiting beliefs that I have, so can you. If I allowed my limiting beliefs, which is that I didn't finish college, so I am not smart enough, to take over my thoughts, one, my son Ethan wouldn't be thriving today. Two, I would have never started a nonprofit. And three, I wouldn't be here today in front of you all. I did learn that if you find something you love greater than yourself, it helps. When you get a chance, I want you to think and write down what is something you are telling yourself now that is keeping you from reaching your full potential. Is it that I'm not outgoing enough? I don't have enough resources? I don't deserve it? Who am I to start something new? I'm here to tell you to fight through those negative thoughts because the world needs what you have. I want to thank you so much for your time, and if I can leave you with just one last advice, the key to happiness is to aid another. Thank you very much.